tier 3 subject, you have already crossed that red line of 150. You have already crossed that, right? So only some 8-9 subjects are helping you out to cross your line of 150, where you are already in the safe zone. Okay, tier 2 subjects like patho, pharma, anatomy, micro, physio, you know that they are kind of little vast, but the questions being asked from there are very, very less. For example, anatomy usually has 10, 12, 15 questions, but this session of exam, anatomy had only 3 questions. But that doesn't make anatomy is not important. Anatomy is having a simple overlap with the medicine part, with the physio part, with the orthopedics part, with radio part, surgery. Everywhere anatomy is going to be important. But core anatomy topics like neuro, like embryo, there were only 3 topics, 3 questions. Okay, I'm not saying that any single question or any single topic is not that important. It is very disheartening to see student getting or not able to qualify the exam with 148 marks, with 149 marks. इतनी मेहनत की, इतनी ज़्यादा मेहनत की, but we got stuck at 148 or 149, which is not at all a good feeling at the end of the day. It will be too troubling, right? That is why every subject is important, whether it is having a 1 question in the exam or 20 or 50 question in the exam, right? So everyone right now, like Rohit said, everyone, Rohit, for you and all your colleagues here, tier 1 subject, tier 3 subject, ये तो बिल्कुल मिस होने ही नहीं चाहिए, right? Tier 4 subject, the medicine part is too vast, like I said, and till you come back to India, you must make it a habit that every single day you are going to read at least 1 topic of medicine. 1 topic, I'm not saying whole cardiology, I'm saying 1 topic per day. Like in the SSS group, if some of you are there in the SSS, I'm not very sure. If you're a part of Juniper, if you're a part of Dynamos, every day we share 1 topic over there. Right? 1 topic of surgery, 1 topic of medicine, like that. So right now for Dynamos, surgery is going on. December exam going student are completing 1 topic of medicine per day before you come back to India. Now see, right now you are on 8th of March. Next 22 days are still there in the month of March. Whole April is there, May is there, June is there. That means broadly you have kind of more than 100 days. So every single day, if you do 1 topic of medicine, just 1 topic, very short topic, once you come back to India, your 100 topics are already done, right? And medicine is too vast. You can't say ever that I have completed medicine, I have finished medicine. It will never happen. Like I said, you are not allowed to do surgery from day 1. No graduate is allowed. But from day 1, you are allowed to treat the patient physically, no? The physician one. And that is why from medicine, there will be too much of content which you have to read, right? So make it a habit that you are reading 1 topic of medicine per day. That is 1. First tier, third tier, start looking at their videos from whatever platform you're doing. Start or be a part of the fixed schedule. That if orthopedics, like I'm taking orthopedics for 2 days, I'll cover up your complete orthopedics in 2 days. So whatever app you have, make your own schedule in your manner that particularly, I'll complete my orthopedics in just 2 days. So right now you are going to college. So instead of 2 days, make it 3 days. So every day I'll sit for 3 hours, and in next 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, I'm going to cover up orthopedics. But I am also going to make sure that I am going to cover up 1 topic of medicine per day, right? This way, before you come back to India, there will be so many subjects which will be completed. For example, I'll just tell you, till this 17th of March, till 14th or 15th or 14th is Holi. So on 12th of March or 13th of March, we are completing, at Delhi, we are completing broadly 8 subjects or 7 subjects we are completing, right? Another 12 subjects we are starting from 17th of March. It is starting with surgery. Surgery will be covered up in 5 days. Now, you have to make a schedule for yourself as well, because you are not going for June. So you shouldn't be in a hurry that I have to cover up in 5 months. Right? But it is a very good opportunity for you that you make a same schedule for yourself as well. That in my next 5 days, next 6 days, next 7 days, I will look at my own videos, whatever app I'm having, and whatever schedule is going on at daily DBMCI, I'll follow that schedule and I'll cover up the content in the same manner. Now, following the content doesn't mean that I have to look at the videos. It means that I am going to make my own handwritten notes. They are very, very important, because if you don't make the notes, what will happen after some, months, that I have seen ortho 3 months back and now I can't recall anything. If you make notes, it will be very, very easy for you to recall them later, right? So tier 1, tier 3 and the 4th tier, start targeting them right now, so that once you are about to come back to India, most of the subject will be complete. You still have 4 months. So if I tell you my schedule of my Delhi center, 17th, we are starting with surgery. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right? 5 days surgery will be done. 22 or 23 is off, and then we are starting with the OBGY class of Sakshi ma'am. So ma'am is taking class for another 6 days. After that, there is a break, there is a post-class test, and then we are going to have the discussion of that test. So we will see that how much a student in our classroom is able to like review, revise from the subject, and how the post-class test discussion is to be done. Once that discussion is done, we are going to make a sheet, and that you are supposed to do for yourself as well, right? So follow the daily schedule, make a fixed kind of day-wise plan for you that I'm going to cover up these many subjects in these days. So once you come back to India, your tier 1 should be complete. Tier 3 should be more or less complete, so that once you are coming back to India and you revise your subject, these tier 1, tier 3 should come into revision first, right? Along with your second tier subject. Now second tier, content is too vast, questions are limited, but still I have to read them. And this is these are some of those, topics or content which I often forget, like pharma, patho, anatomy, micro, how so much ever, you read. If I don't read them again in next 1 or 2 days or 3 days, if I don't stay connected, I know I'm going to forget them. They are more of a factual kind of things. Conceptual are also there, true, but these are our basic subject of the first year, second year, and they make the base, they make the, the basic of any of the concept. So if my basic has to be like, these are factual things which are more or less like to be recalled, remembered. So they are little problematic for me. All right. So please do understand, to cover up the schedule of first year of the third tier at your college level, every day one topic of medicine, and second tier can wait. Once you come back to India, you can wait. If you are doing or making notes from your own topics, own app, it is very good. Go ahead with that. Right? So you should go this way. This is my suggestion to you. This is from our side. That is what we are telling to all the December students, that if you are getting some time at your college, beta, this is your time. You should start preparing for December right now only. Because once you are in India, by that time you will only have some 4 months or 5 months or 3.5 months where you are supposed to just complete all your subjects. Now, when you are completing your subject, you must give a subject-wise test. That's what we call here as post-class test, right? Once you are giving the test, make sure you are making a scorecard for yourself. In Delhi, we make a scorecard for all the students. Like this is the list of the student, and then in the list, these many students are scoring this particular kind of or numbers. This you should do with yourself, because after some 4 subject, 5 subject are done, you should be starting with cumulative test. So after every 3, like your ortho is done, like your radio is done, like your anatomy is done, after these 3 subjects, make sure you are giving a cumulative test. And once you give a cumulative test, again make a tracker sheet for yourself that I have given a test of 100 questions, 30, 30, 35 from these 3 subjects, and this was my score. 30 में से इतने correct हुए, 35 में से इतने correct हुए. How will that help you out? First of all, you will have the understanding, when a post-class test is done, my mind already knows that question is from anatomy, question is from orthopedics, question is from radiology. But when it is a cumulative test or a grand test, my mind has to shuffle from question 1, subject of anatomy, to question number 2, question of medicine, right? So my mind doesn't have a prefixed idea from which subject the topic is coming, which subject the question is coming, patient is coming. So my mind keeps on practicing again and again, right? So understand this. Making your own notes is only the first step. Giving a test yourself will be the second step, and reviewing and improvising on the test questions which were wrong is the third step. And you will have to take all the 3 steps to qualify any of your exam. It is not only about FMGE, right? So biochemistry is always a part of the tier 2. I'm just writing here that biochemistry is always a part of this tier 2 subject, and these broadly make some 70, 80, 90 questions. That is true. But then again, as I said, these are those topics which are making the base concepts, right? So basic has to be remembered only. These are factual things. So you have to be very, very strong here. You have to be like, keeping something pasted on your wall. You have to see them every single day so that you can stay connected with it. And the only way to stay connected with your content which you have already read is to give the test again and again. All right. So Rohit, this will be my suggestion for you. If you want, you can take the schedule of our daily batch from Arvind or Yash or Meenu, anyone you are connected to. Take the schedule, paste that schedule in front of your wall, and start following the same thing at your college. From your app, start making your handwritten notes. On the day we are having our test, you should also give a test, because every app is having a custom module kind of thing. So you make a test code for yourself and give a test, and start keeping a track of your scores. This is very, very important, I'm telling you, because right now you have already started with something. You have already started making the notes, right? So now one very, very important, like this one, is what I was talking about. See, I am just reading and not doing test and not practicing MCQ. Is this a good idea? Not at all. Without playing Ranji match, nobody is allowed to go to the World Cup. No? You also know that. And you will also not be that kind of student, or you are not preparing yourself for that kind of mindset that I'll go to my exam directly without giving any test or without going through any of the computer-based analysis. I'll not go to the exam, because I know if by chance something goes little up and down, it will be a waste of at least 6 months for me, right? And nobody would like to have that. Okay, so right now when you are having so much of time, broadly 9 months before you go to your exam, just day before yesterday, there was a notification of this June exam that it is going to be held in July, right? So now our all students, all the bachas they are little relaxed that still we are done with 7-8 subject, and we are going to have ample revision with the post-class test, with the post-class discussion taken by Dr. Aishwarya with us, right? So they are going to cover up all their subject in the due course of time, and after that, right, once the round 1 is done, we are going to have the revision for them. All the 19 subject revision will be taken before they go to the main exam. Computer-based tests will be done. GTs will be done. For example, right now on 10th of this month, just 2 days after today, we are going to have a national mock test for them, right? I know we are only done with 8 subjects. They have only read 8 subject, but your mind should be, it should keep on practicing again and again, that I must have that habit of sitting in front of computers. I must have that habit of allowing my mind, or letting my mind, shuffle from one topic to another topic. I should not have a prefix mindset. So on this 10th and 11th, we are going to have the national mock test. If some of you want to appear for that, whether your subjects are done or not done, that's absolutely okay. But you will understand that, when you give an exam, what kind of feel you have. Okay, so we must not go to the exam with a pseudo satisfaction that I've read some of the topics, some of the content, and it is going to do the job for me. It's not going to happen. So it is the best time for all of you to follow some dedicated schedule for yourself. Whatever app you are having, whatever platform you are using, whether it is an online live platform, it is some app recorded platform, whatever it is absolutely okay. But make a proper schedule for yourself once you are there at your college. And when you are coming back to India, definitely you will always have a choice, you will always have an option that these many subjects are done and how do I proceed forward. But my suggestion to all of you is very simple. Make a plan for yourself right now. Have a schedule. Number 1. Once the subject is done, give a test. Once the test is done, mark that record for your always maintenance. That record should be there with you. And then whatever questions you are doing wrong, whatever topics you are doing wrong, review them, revise them. That is the most important thing you have to do when you are coming for this exam. Abhi time hai, kuch galtiyan hongi, kuch subjects bhuloge. It is absolutely okay. But when you are in India, utna hi time khatam ho jayega. So you have these 3 months, 4 months to utilize them as much as you can. Yeah, right. Utilize them very, very properly, and it is going to give you the fruits, I'm telling you, right, once you're back to India. So this is something which I wanted to tell you. And I know, bahar jab aap log hote ho, when you are into different countries, in different time zones, so you always have that trouble that, you will not be able to make a schedule for yourself. Abhi to thoda sa lost feel ho raha hai, thoda sa cheezein gayab ho rahi hain, pata nahi kaise kare, like Rohit said ki bana liya sir, 3-4 subject ho gaya, kuch reh gaya. But please make a schedule, fix thing for yourself. If not in 3 days, at least in 4 days or 5 days, make it happen. Gradually your mind will be trained, your body will be adapted that for this much of time period I have to sit on my table and chill. This is what I'm supposed to do, right? It will happen, not overnight. It is going to take some time. Okay, so Rohit, for you and for all the other colleagues who are here, this is my suggestion. This is the way you should go. With whatever platform you are using, it is absolutely okay, but make sure there has to be a defined and a proper kind of timetable for yourself. Stick that in the front of your wall. See to that every day. हर दिन कितनी प्रोग्रेस हो रही है, you should know that. Okay, अभी प्रेशर जून वाले बच्चों पे है. With every single day passing, जिस दिन जून के बच्चों की एग्जाम डेट आ जाएगी, every single student who is going to give the exam for December, सब पे प्रेशर बिल्डअप होना शुरू हो जाएगा. So why to go into that zone? Stay okay, stay comfortable, and with a comfortable time period, start completing your task. Right? That is my suggestion to all of you. Okay, so Rohit, I think that will help you out somewhere.
This was this will be really helpful for me, but I have some questions about that, because whenever I used to solve recall questions from the previous year FMG, I used to think like, means if there is a 25 questions of surgery, I feel like I will correct it if nearly 18 to 20. I feel like that, but uh, so sometimes I used to feel like it will be hard in the exam. It will be not that much easy. So what I have to do for that?
I'll tell you, Rohit. When you solve some PYQ from the FMG app of any platform, I'm saying platform we are not talking about here, like platform is not the considered point. Okay, I'm telling you, irrespective of platform, this time what happened in the exam, this is the a prefix mindset of every student. Anyone who is giving FMG will have the mindset that I have to go to PYQs of FMG. NEET student will have the mindset that I'll go to the PYQ of NEET, and I'll go for PYQ. This time there were hardly less than 10 questions from the PYQs of FMG. PYQs came as PYTs, and the PYTs were of NEET. They were not of FMG, right? You are solving the same question again and again. Your mind and I will know that I have to click on option C, because your mind will stop thinking that what is the logic why I'm putting C, because I know it is C, because I've already clicked it. Now the best thing for you will be from the PYQs. Like you are saying, I'm correcting from 35, I'm correcting, or 25, I'm correcting 18, 20. That's a very good number. Now, in real, how much your mind knows, how much you know about a particular topic, the best way is from those PYQs. See from which topic they are, right? Select any 5 random topics, 10 random topics from those questions only, and make a questionnaire from your own app of those topics. Now, in those topics again, if you are able to mark the same way 80%, 90%, that means you are very well aware of those topics. That's a fantastic thing. But if in that particular questionnaire of 20, 30 question, you are not performing well, that means it was just a mind and eye coordination, because you have solved the PYQ, so you know that it is answer B or C. This will be the way to know that whether you know about the subject or you don't. Do that and assess it. Okay, so Rohit, you must have the list of PYQs, PYTs of the FMG as well as NEET now. Nowadays, what we are doing with our daily FMG student is, we are giving them the questionnaire post-class test from the NEET PYTs, not PYQs, PYTs. So we are making them trained for PYTs of NEET also and PYTs of FMG also, not PYQs, because questions will not be repeated same way. In clinics, if it is a patient of COPD, 10 patients of COPD, they will be coming to you with only some common complaint, but their picture might be different, right? Answer for every patient will be COPD, but their presentation will be different. So you must be training your mind not for the PYQs, but for PYTs. Please make sure it is happening. All right. So this is my basic suggestion, guys, for all of you. Now you all are with us on this group created. Those who wish to stay here, be there. We are not going to have these groups for marketing purpose or anything. I know it is important to be connected with you. It is important that we should tell you that we are also there in FMG part. But any point of time, you need our guidance. You want the daily schedule. You want to be a part of any of the class which is coming on 17th. We are having surgery. Then we are having pathology. Then we are having anatomy. Then we are having microbiology. Any class you want to explore, that how any of the class is relayed onto DBMC Live app, how you can have the access to the class while you are at college, how we do the post-class test. If you want to give the test, you want to give the national mock test, you want to be a part of the post-class test discussion, right? Any of these things, if you want to explore, connect with the team member and they will help you out. Arvind is there, Minu is there, connected with you, right? So just tell them that you want to give the test, you want to be a part of the class. PDF of the class will be given to you, right? And with the faculty, be a part of the platform. Just keep on writing the notes and keep on understanding the subject. You will feel the difference that how two platforms are absolutely different. One which is recorded, one which is going live, because in the live you always have that push that my subject is starting at 10 o'clock this day and it is ending by 7 o'clock this day, right? So you will always have that push to complete the content in the fixed frame of time, right? So this is going to happen. Okay, so do that and we are there for you anytime. Ma'am for medical emergency could not join you, right? and whenever she is available, definitely she's going to drop a message on the group, and I am there. We two are always there for all of you. At any point of time you feel low, you want to get connected, you want some guidance, we are always there for you, right? So that is all from my side. Arvind?
Thank you so much for this session, sir. Definitely this session is ending, but that group, as you said, is not for marketing purpose, and hence we'll keep that group very active, sir. And also for the students, please do drop your messages or doubts in that group so that our team can work on it, and maybe we can plan similar sessions in the future also. Once again, thank you so much for your time, sir.
And whatever you need, let Arvind know, let Minu know, and they will be helping you out to join any of the class you want. Any class, it's open for you. Any one class you want, take from there, right? And you'll have the complete class. Okay, and PDF will be there. You want to be a part of test, post-class discussion, whatever you want, just let them know and they will be helping you, right? Thank you so much, guys, and all the very best, and hope to see you all qualifying your exam in the very first go. Stay on the track, follow fixed schedule, and you are all going to do that, right? So all the best to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.